Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more of our Expeditions Rome. Going to siege the last area of Gaul. All the areas would be a grind to try to get through, so we're gonna take the head off the snake and march back to Rome victorious.
Look at this pathetic excuse for fortifications. How could these barbarians ever hope to stand against the might of Rome?
They may look primitive, Consul, but I assure you, this city's defenses are formidable. We will need to be clever about this.
What do the scouts get about the defensive structures?
As Calida says, it's a well-defended city. The walls are quite high and sturdy, and they make good use of natural terrain. It reminds me of Algeria in some ways. Legio Ferrata has worked day and night to encircle Alesia with walls and trenches. The aim is to prevent them escaping.
I wonder how we may use this trench to our advantage.
Talk to me about their supplies. Can we starve them out?
There's a river flowing nearby, so they have access to a nigh infinite source of water. That being said, Vercingetorix has over 6,000 troops garrisoned in Alesia. No city can support that for long.
A prolonged siege is out of the question. 6,000 barbarians stand no chance against our legions. Let's make this a spectacular end to my campaign.
If you intend to launch a frontal attack, we'll need to clear the way for the legions.
Very well. I trust your instincts on this, Legate.
As you command. Legio Victrix will form an elite team to quickly take out the strongest defenders.
But I don't think you should lead this spearhead, Legate.
Our roles should be more surgical.
Precisely. Our value as occulta speculatores is far greater than our value in leading from the front. Remember Calcedon? If we can get a team inside the city again while everyone's eyes are on the front gate, think of the mess we could make.
I like this plan. It's bold, and the Gauls will not expect such deception from us. Make it happen.
As you wish.
There's one more problem, Legate. We know the Gauls will come to the aid of their king. Do we have a plan for dealing with their reinforcements?
The council has the council has surrounded the city. How will reinforcements ever get in?
They would have to attack our rear. We could deal with an attack from one side, but Vercingetorix is no fool. He may launch an assault from inside at the same time.
Trapped between two Gallic forces. We may have great difficulties indeed.
Vercingetorix is a good tactician. I sensed it at once. He will not miss that kind of opportunity.
Do you know how many reinforcements to expect?
Details are sketchy. But it looks like the entirety of Gallia is taking up arms to save their king. We can't ignore them.
Who commands these forces?
The lesser chieftains who swore fealty to Vercingetorix. I do not expect anything tactically impressive from them, but even a disorganized assault would harm our plans.
We simply stand our ground and take them out quickly. How can we somehow make use of the trench?
The trench is deep enough to slow them down, but I doubt it'll stop them. I'm afraid for that, we may need divine intervention.
Or a lot of water.
There's that glint in your eye again. You have a crazy idea, don't you?
Whenever I come up with a brilliant idea, you call it crazy, but I think this will work. We simply lure them in and redirect the river into the trench.
When you say redirect...
The Consul's Legion built a small dam between the trench and the river. That can easily be destroyed.
It would work, and I would love to see it.
Are we assuming they won't be able to just swim?
They will panic and be routed. Trust me, I have seen this kind of thing before.
What do you say, Council?
You people worry far too much. Put your faith in the impeccable discipline and courage of our legionari. We will prevail.
Of course, Consul. Whatever the Gauls throw at us, our men will withstand.
Right. Well, many duties await me elsewhere. Good luck to you. I'll see you again on the field of battle.
Blustering fool.
Good. Now that he is gone, we can speak more freely.
Did you notice how eager he was about Calida's plan? That involves putting ourselves in as much danger as possible?
So it has come to this. We're helping our enemies now.
We are doing our jobs. Vercingetorix left us with no choice.
I'm sure we can find a way to perform our duty and still not help our enemies.
We need Felix alive.
I'm pretty sure they'll try to take him out, just like they got rid of Claudius Tranquillus.
Our priority should be to extract him safely.
Reaching him in the middle of a massive assault on the city, and getting him out alive will be no simple feat.
We may have to fight against Lurko's troops.
I have no problem with that.
Well, I do. They may be serving a villain, but that's simply their duty. Killing a consul's personal guards will be a grave criminal offense.
I mean, I don't like it either, but it may become a matter of self-defense.
Then I will defend myself.
It would be unfortunate if one of them perishes by our hands. That could give Lurko reason to prosecute us.
And then we march on Rome. Do you ever think we still convince?
Doubtful. I believe he simply wants us to stop the attack. That's not something we can do.
I want both of them to survive.
That will be difficult, but we can try.
We cannot leave this a chance. I want all of you with me inside the city. Okay, this is gonna be...
All right,
an
everyone,
epic
this
attack.
is it. We must breach the gates of Alesia and draw as many of the Gallic forces over here as we can. That way, the Legatus and his speculatores can move safely through the city and kill the king. Let's go!
Kill as many as possible?
That way, the Legatus and his speculatores can move safely through the city and kill the king. Let's go!
And he's gonna set it on fire. Okay, so I have to get out there as soon as possible. I don't think this is supposed to be a thing.
Attention to who you're addressing! You fool! Focus! We'll sort this out up!
Ow.
This is where we stand and fight! We slay, the speculatores are one step closer to their target. Don't worry, we've got your back. These are our lands. Aid me, and let us shed blood together. Here, that should feel better.
be kidding me.
With your name on it. Come on, show yourself. I dare you. It is clot on your wound.
They're gonna lock us down.
Heal yourselves. We will defend this area.
Well, that may not be true because we still have a good amount of people that still need to go. Oh, they're gonna be bogged down playing with him. Of all the people to attack, why would you attack the one that's full health?
Let's teach them never
We need to get
mess
in here,
with
otherwise
Gaia.
we'll never actually get out of this. Gotta be kidding me! He didn't actually die from that?
Blood of Gaul soak the soil beneath our feet. We are winning and they know it.
It doesn't matter, I can't get to where I need to go.
Handle this alone, if I must. Push through the pain, for Rome.
I just need one of you to make it. Ow! Don't do it! Don't you dare!
The enemy supposed to be on the same side! Keep your head!
They're everywhere! Can someone help me?
You'll be fine.
Thank you.
Let's get in there!
Oh, that feels better.
Why don't you try fighting some real warriors for a change?
I need help to go on! Are you hurt? I require help. Are you all right? We brothers!
Okay.
If it means you can fight again, the speculatores to move unseen through Alesia. Now let's hold this position. Expect Gallic forces to breach our defenses and hit us from behind. Dig in.
We killed 16? I tried that one other time. We killed like 30, but I couldn't actually get in.
This was meant to be a silent approach. They were not supposed to notice us.
If our people failed at the front gate,
It doesn't matter. Those who noticed us are dead.
It seems like they had friends, my disciples. Thus, we remain noticed.
Good.
I was about to say, where's Claudia? She's right there.
I guess this eliminates the possibility of a diplomatic solution.
Brace yourselves! They'll be coming for us now! To arms, my friends!
Where's the zone of control there, guys? Ow.
Can't go on without help. May the will of Tutatis invigorate you. I need my sword and shield. Find someplace to hide. These Romans are crazy.
There we are.
Aid me now, please.
Please follow my finger. Yes, you'll be all right.
I'm gonna go up there and kill that archer. No, I'm not.
What is going on?
Where are the warriors? Can anyone stop them?
Yes, I am.
Headed this way. Run!
request some help, please.
It's only a scratch, you big baby.
I need my sword and shield.
Okay, so we're gonna come up on the right side. So we're gonna come up this way, not that way, because that just looks like a not fun.
I guess this eliminates the possibility of a diplomatic solution.
Try harder.
These Romans are
Find someplace to hide.
I'd appreciate some help. Does this hurt? Good, that means you're fine.
Perhaps I need someone to help me here.
Please follow my finger. Yes, you'll be all right.
crazy.
Tad is why.
Headed this way.
Okay.
Run!
We got it. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say it.
Every single boon aches. I think I'm getting too old for this kind of thing.
All drinks are on me when we're back in Rome.
Don't say it.
Legionari, form up. The Gauls are advancing from the rear. We must hold our ground here until the men back there can flood the trench and stop the barbarians.
Ooh. Okay.
I've got this direction covered.
Stay in cover and wait for the enemy.
All right, let's do this. Okay, so here is the one that we have to do. So we have to destroy the beams. Where exactly? Okay. That is not going to be good.
We shall win.
Oh, okay. Bro, how far do they get to move?
Let's teach them never to mess with Gallia again.
And we come in all the way the hell back here. Wow, okay.
Follow me for Rome!
Bro, this is gonna be difficult.
This day,
With no
stand
reinforcements?
firm. As soon as the trench is flooded, victory will be ours. Stand close and move as one, brethren.
Let's split up. We'll meet over there.
If anyone moves, they get an arrow. Let's see how you fight when you don't outnumber your enemy. Should have surrendered.
Flank them over there.
And he just prevented me from even remotely getting over there.
Anyone moves in this direction, they die.
Ow. Bro, how is this even possible? Fire? There's 6 more!
This will not work if we attack them head on. Let me circle back.
Okay, that's gonna buy me time here. That hurts. I guess you can see her. Wow, okay.
Let's see if you can get through my shield.
Wait here until they come to us.
No, don't wait. I need you to actually hit something.
I will handle this alone, if I must. Come on, get up.
Okay, that will buy us some time. Let's wait. Wow, there's another like 7 or 8. No, don't do it. They're all connected, so wow, I didn't even see him. You gotta be joking. Dude, there's too many of them here. How do you remotely deal with this? There's so many. There are like 15 in this area.
Follow your leader. We shall win. Let's protect it together.
And another 10?
Force and move as one, brethren.
wow, I should have put him in there. That actually helps me so much.
Support me, and we shall be triumphant.
Here, that should feel better.
Damn. Ow. He's gonna kill him. Ooh. I was not expecting that. Ow. Okay, we have an issue. Do we have another jug? Because if we allow them to keep burning, those two are dead or incapacitated. And there's 10 more coming in. And we don't even have one beam down right now.
Fall back! We're all gonna die!
You gotta be kidding me, he just killed me.
You're not getting paid enough for this.
He fucking killed me.
If you stop attacking me.
You gotta be kidding me. Wow, what is that? Oh, and I don't have them! Ah, this is a fail and a half. Bro, if I had him, I could do that. This is done. I don't think I got this time.
The dam will soon be destroyed. Then we can push back these barbarians.
That's just completely unlucky.
when you don't outnumber your enemy.
There's probably 30 enemies in that area right now. I think just what he has on that left side, I think he can wipe all three of them. Yeah, 1, 2, he can. And my archer's dead anyway. Yeah. Maybe? It's gonna be close. I don't think I can get there.
Let's protect it
and
together.
I think it only needs to be hit once.
Teach them never to mess with Gallia.
Yeah, they just stacked that. I can't get down. Oh,
let's
maybe.
Protect it together.
One of them has a Pila. If one of them has a Pila, it should be done. But I think the dam's at 12%, 12 hit points, which a Pila that I have would do 8 to 11. So I'm not sure if. That didn't help things. Just as long as it doesn't stack for like 15, we'll be fine. But
for Rose, only eclipsed by you idiot! You could have killed me.
you gotta be kidding me. They stacked it, and I don't have the one guy that oh, he doesn't have Pila anyway.
Difficult. The enemy's path into Alesia is cut off. Well fought, my brothers. Let's hope we weren't too late. Done it! The trenches are flooded. Let's finish off the rest of these barbarians and push them back. Roma Invicta!
That's right, my man. Roma Invicta. Let's go. That was absolutely insane.
Give chase for Rome! The city will be ours!
That was insane. I've read a lot about Caesar's victory here.
That's Lurco's Praetorian Guard. They will kill Felix Hadrianus.
We must hurry. He is our prisoner.
Or we can sit back and wait for them to kill each other.
Remember, Bestia, we don't want all of them to die.
Right.
Unfortunately, I have no time to make sure you survive this.
We are more than capable of surviving without your help.
I disagree, Barbarian. In a battle like this, there are no guarantees. Even a warrior as skilled as you might simply perish by cruel misfortune.
Indeed. I sense a great opportunity in this, Hortensius. Let us kill them all, and finally be done with it.
We should wait for Corvinus.
We've waited long enough. I'm eager to settle this score.
Damn. Make him waste his turn doing that.
soon as I see them. If anyone moves, they get an arrow.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, was that as painful as it looked? I need help!
Does this hurt? Good, that means you're fine.
Only one remains. This was easy.
Focus! We'll sort this out afterwards.
That's the last of them. Felix Hadrianus is safe. Well done, Legate. Your plan worked. We finally have evidence against Lurko.
Let's return to political matters once the fighting has died down. I have no doubt the city will belong to Wictrix within the hour.
Okay.
I thought I understood the Romans. I believed your greatest strength was that you always stand together, never fighting amongst each other as we do. But I was wrong. You've killed your own people, and yet you have still defeated me. Finish me then. Let me die with honor.
What should I do with him?
It is customary for vanquished kings to be taken through the streets in the triumph of a victorious imperator, and strangled in public.
He fought bravely. He deserved neither disgrace nor humiliation, but a warrior's death.
I agree with that. Kill him now. It will be dignified.
He's no threat anymore. Even if he wanted to take up arms against Rome again, no one will follow him after this.
Let him be a sort of Gallic Cincinnatus, returning to his farm after serving his people, albeit not as successfully.
Return to your family.
And live the rest of my days in disgrace as the man who lost the freedom of Gallia. If that is your judgment, then I accept.
Victory! The Gauls are surrendering!
Ha! That was easy.
We've killed 2 Roman officers. That's not good at all.
I'm impressed. It seems Lurko continues to underestimate you. You do have exactly what you need now. Me. But I wonder how the Senate will react to the circumstances of my capture.
He's right. We need to be on our way to Rome as soon as possible. Let us not give Lurko time to retaliate.
He's gonna betray us. We're gonna march on Rome. We're marching on Rome. I've decided. We're gonna cross the Rubicon, and we're gonna march on Rome.
Arwe Legate and the victorious legion. Few legions have earned their names as thoroughly as yours.
A lot of good people die for no good cause.
It is good to see you again. Legio Ferrata arrived and was disbanded a week ago. I trust by now you know the procedure. You have to discuss certain things with your companions, no doubt.
We're marching on Rome. We are not disbanding the Legion. We are not going to allow him to circumvent us. The biggest thing is we just cannot let Lurko's already here. He already has evidence against us. And he thinks we're gonna play by the rules. But we aren't. We are not going to play by the rules this time. The Senate, time and time again, betrays us. So let's talk to our people.
We should move.
Sit down and plan. Next few days will determine our fates.
Ask yourself, what is my enemy doing right now? He who is on the offensive always has the advantage.
Do you think we should just roll into Rome?
I'm a warrior, not a strategist. I simply think we should act now while we have the initiative. He who strikes first usually wins.
If they find us guilty of murdering Roman officials, all of you will suffer because of me.
Then we shall suffer, but it will not be due to your actions. I am no simple Sowus. We chose to follow you, whether we like it or not. A man carves his own destiny. If I shall suffer as a result, so be it.
What would you do in my place?
I am not in your place, and for that I am happy.
Humor me.
You are not my enemy. Lurko is. If I was Lurko, I would try to kill you now. He has everything to lose if he does not. I am a free man. I do not follow. Our paths simply aligned. That is why I was there. In my experience, the gods of this land are not to be trusted.
Domine? Your frustration is natural, but I think the personal stakes involved cloud your mind. Surely you have solved more difficult riddles in your life. Know that we have done all we can. It is time to cast the die and see how it lands.
Okay.
That's a valid plan. Lurko will surely not expect it, and I believe therefore he will be ill-prepared to counter such actions. However, it would also imply a lack of trust in the very institutions we are trying to protect. Furthermore, it will involve a great deal of combat, and quite likely our deaths.
We would only be suspending the Senate temporarily until everything returns to normal.
I wonder if you would be able to do that. Few people give up power willingly.
True. What if you find you guilty of murdering Roman officials as well?
I have lived a full and bountiful life. This old man has witnessed so many things. I've found everything I've been looking for. Death is not to be feared.
There's a chance I might perish once you take care of my family.
Young man, I've been taking care of your family since long before you were born. Now focus on the task ahead and make sure they never need me again.
You have served me well, but I can't order you a certain death. You are service no longer?
If you think I've been following you because I'm your Sowus, you're still a child in mind. I've been free for a long time now.
Okay.
We are at the end now.
That's what scares me. What you think will happen?
I think we have enough evidence to get that bastard exiled forever. We will stride into the Pomerium as civilians once more, with pride in our eyes.
I don't think we do. What if the Senate doesn't find the evidence compelling?
That is not an option. We'll need to make sure everyone understands what happened. We cannot count on the facts to speak for themselves.
We've killed Roman Praetorians. Do you think the Senate will forgive us?
They will certainly take some convincing. It is unfortunate that we had to kill a few Praetorians. But let's not forget the fact that they were criminals.
Maybe we should just march in the Senate and make them listen.
What do you mean? Walk into Rome with swords in our hands? That would make us look like villains.
There's one thing I've learned over the years. A conflict is remembered by the word of the victor.
Indeed. That whole mess with Lucia taught me that. So then the question is what you prefer. The truth or what's written? It's been a pleasure, genuinely. You always stood by my side, even if it was against your own interests. I will never forget that.
Tell me, why do we not just march whole legion into Rome and push Lurko off throne?
The Senate of Rome has no throne.
It has special chair for man in charge, does it not? Call it what you will.
I'm strongly considering it.
It is not a thing to be done lightly. You have chance now to make things better. Rome is not as I had hoped, before I saw it with my own eyes. There is so much squalor and suffering. In Wild, it is possible for man to have dignity, even in poverty. In city, this is not so.
The patricians have squandered the responsibilities of rulership. It is time to remind the Senate that they serve the people of Rome.
I think it is not so likely that taking Rome by force will end with power going to people. Power will go to you. Anyway, I don't think I will stay here after we are done. It's time for me to face my past and move on.
Okay.
This is a bad idea.
We do possess the evidence necessary to condemn.
Last time I saw Lurko, he was angry, but he was not in a panic. There's another trick up his sleeve. I'm certain of it.
Maybe, but we're out of options.
There is always a way. The years I've spent with you taught me that over and over again.
You think they'll accuse us of murder?
It's what I would do. Lurko is a dangerous foe because he knows exactly when to lie and when to tell the truth. He will tell the Senate that we have murdered his entire Praetorian Guard. You know that's not a lie.
Death is the punishment for treason.
I am no politician, but as far as I can tell, the difference between a patriot and a traitor is rather blurry in the Senate.
This is true as it was then as it is now. Okay. Be able to stop us if we took over the Senate itself.
People will still be able to oppose you. And this time you'll have to kill a lot of people, not just those who deserve it.
Maybe not. If we march in with overwhelming force, no one will be stupid enough to stop us.
I wouldn't count on that. The world is full of foolish people.
This is true. Thank you for always being by my side.
I'm good at killing people. And you somehow keep attracting people in need of killing. What I've done for you still seems less than what you've done for me.
See you on the other side. Okay, in the next episode, we're gonna cast the die. We know Luco's plan. He's gonna come in, he's gonna say we murdered his Praetorian Guard, and the Senate is gonna shift over because he's the council. So, with that in mind, we march on Rome. So that'll be it for this episode, guys. The next one, we will cross the Rubicon and we will take the fight to Lurko one way or another. Later, guys.